How are you today? How was your day? I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm still doing the daily reading with the tarot cards. I'm just treating you a little bit differently. I felt very strong energy coming in today that was very much imploring me to treat you a little bit differently. Okay, so this reading might be a little bit longer. This reading is for someone that I'm connecting with, you, someone who is feeling extremely fragile, extremely fragile. So I'm going to be treating you very delicately, and you're going to get the complete Queen of Cups, Natalie. The Queen of Cups version of me. You got the Queen of Wands yesterday's reading, and today it's very, very clear to me through the energies and the downloads that I received today that this is who you need today, right now, at the time of this viewing of this video. So what I would like you to do is make yourself comfortable. I got my Arnold Palmer and my Stein. And so I invite you to have a cup of tea with me or an Arnold Palmer. So go ahead and pause me and get your beverage. And if this is you and you're feeling lost or fragile or just in need of a little bit of a pick-me-up conversation with someone who cares, feel free to stay on. And what I'd like you to do is stay with me until you feel about 60, 70, 80% better. And then stop the video and go have some ice cream, go have fun with your friends, laugh, call an old friend, or do something that makes you feel alive and happy. And then I will be very happy that, my job has been done. Okay? I'm going to be speaking to you as if you are someone I love very dearly and care about very, 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 very deeply. I'll be speaking to you as if you are my daughter, my son, my husband, my best friend, my best girlfriend, any one of those people who are feeling very fragile right now. Very, very fragile. Okay? Obviously, if you are not feeling this way, you need to exit the reading. But if this is you, let's just have a chat, okay? So some of the downloads I got today, I picked up your energy. It's a very specific energy, and I don't know if this person, you're feeling fragile right now. I don't think that you are a fragile person. I think you're actually a very strong person. I cannot tell if it's masculine or feminine energies. I can just feel this deep need for nurturing. I can just feel this deep need for a friend. So you could be someone who either has a lot of friends, a lot of people around you, but no one that you really feel is one of your own, okay? Or you could be a very lonely person and not have anyone around, and you're just used to not really connecting with someone, not connecting with anyone. Okay, either way, I'm happy to be your friend, and I'm happy that we're connecting. Okay? Okay. So how was your day? What happened? How's your week been going? Tell me about it. Feel free to write me an email and tell me about it. It could be a long time before I read it and longer time before I respond, but if it makes you feel better to just write me, go ahead. Can't hurt. Okay? To the downloads. Oh, right off the bat. This is a very strong energy. This is definitely a new beginning. And this is the secret admirer card. So it's almost like you're trying to, or you're feeling, or you're thinking about taking a wonderful leap of faith emotionally. This doesn't even have to be romantic. This doesn't have to be, love of your life, soulmate, offering your cup of love to someone. It can be. And for some of you, perhaps this is correct. For others, it's simply a new start in how you relate to other people. And this is exactly why oh, there was something stuck. The High Priestess. But it was separate. It was separate from these two. You're going to have to follow your intuition or get a good psychic. But there's definitely an element of you that has, it could even be I'm feeling a secret longing. And that's what I felt today. I felt a secret longing to connect with someone, a secret or private, not even secret. I mean, it's a secret by default, but it's more of just like this private, a private wish, a private desire to begin again with someone new, or to begin again in a new emotional relationship. Okay. I actually picked up a really sweet, I picked up these two like pet names. I don't know if you're daydreaming or if this is from the past or if this is in someone's future, but for some of you that do take the leap of faith and offer your cup forward to someone, you know who I feel like? Do you remember The Time Traveler's Wife? There's this scene where, so the boy, Eric Bana, plays this person who can time travel, and he goes to the past to see his mother who died, and he can never stop it. He can never stop that from happening. And so he time travels to go visit her and see her and, have little conversations with her as an adult. And, they're on the train and he's asking her kind of as a stranger about Rachel McAdams, who plays his, love interest. And he's like, God, I wish I could talk to my mom about it. I wish I can ask my mother of what she would think about this girl, to his mom, who is this stranger on the train. And she says, you should just go for it. You ask her out, what do you have to lose? And that's how I feel right now with you. I feel like I'm just telling you very purely and innocently, what do you have to lose? And what I'm going to tell you about this, my dear, is don't put any pressure on yourself. You're never under any pressure to open yourself up to someone prematurely or, approach someone before you're ready, not a second before you are personally ready for something like this. You have to be careful with yourself and gentle with yourself. And I'm going to tell you, I feel this deep, deep longing, it's almost like a crying hunger for love and affection and understanding and, just this huge, huge relationship. It's a deep wish of yours, like a very deep, fulfilling, all-encompassing relationship. I mean, this Knight of Cups he's a secret admirer, but he's also someone who has very pure intentions. He's also someone who has a real, genuine and honest desire for love and relationship. And that's you. That's you. I see it, and I felt it all day. And I know that it was you because I had a very different day than what this energy is. Okay, I had a very different energetic day. So it was a very clear distinction between your day and my day. And so I'm connecting with you and I'm feeling exactly what you're feeling here. And the Fool card is absolutely the spirit before it steps down into a body. It's the spirit that has a deep desire for experience. I feel you. I feel that you want this experience of being in the greatest love story of all time. And you're reticent. You're still a little like, I feel the longing because you don't feel like you can quite do it yet. You know, when it comes down to it, you're not picking up the phone, you're not stepping out the front door, you're not stepping off of the cliff down into manifestation. I can feel that too. And I can feel that even though you want to, you're just not yet. And and you're not happy with that either. You're not happy with the stagnation. You're not happy with a timeline. There's something very stressful about time for you. I don't know if it's that you feel you're running out of time, or there is no time, or it's the wrong time, or I don't know. There's something very upsetting for you about time. Wherever the Fool lands, you are granted a certain protection. And this protection is based on the lack of experience itself. It's almost like when you go and play a game you've never played before and you win. Beginner's luck. Okay, so you have this wonderful desire to start this new odyssey or this new relationship or this new emotional beginning. And when you go into it with a pure heart like this, just like this, with not even, if it would have been enough if it were just the Fool card, the zero, like the number of infinity. It's even more of a confirmation when it comes up with the Knight of Cups. This message was really just bursting at the seams. At the first, I didn't even shuffle really, right? It just like, I was trying to shuffle and it just popped out. I've been feeling you all day. All day. This reading is very specifically for you. And like I said, this could be a longer reading. So feel free whenever you're starting to really feel better about this. I want you to stop the video and go outside. Go to the forest preserve, go into nature, go for a hike, watch the sunset or the sunrise, or, you know, just go out and breathe in some fresh air, okay? Okay. So when the Fool is here, you already have protection, this beginner's luck kind of protection. With the Knight of Cups, you have an even broader sense of protection in this new emotional beginning. And you don't feel that. I know you don't feel it. That's why I'm telling you. I'm telling you this so that you understand that you are protected. You have a little, almost like a little bubble, and you don't know it. I know you don't know it. I can feel you stressing about it, okay? Also, my dear, you have the High Priestess. If you're a feminine, this is your own ideal of yourself, your highest vision for who you can be as a feminine, what that looks like to you, what that could feel like for you. And if you are a masculine, this is your ideal female. This is your ideal woman. This is the woman of your dreams. She rules the dreams. She rules the subconscious. She rules all things hidden and unseen. This is the woman of your dreams. And it could be this female or this feminine energy or this ideal that could be what's haunting you. There is something haunting you. I don't know if it's the time and this feminine, or if it's a little bit, you know, but right off the bat, my dear, you have such protection. You have such immense protection. And you don't feel it. You're very, very stressed out. Okay, now let me tell you the fun download I got. So the very first download and the second to last download actually are like bookends. They match. And they're both nicknames. They're both these like pet names. So if you're in a couple, or if you were in a couple, or if you are going to be in a couple, this could be relevant to you. This could be the names that you have with this love of your life or this very special relationship. One of the nicknames is Wish List, and the other is Legend. Take it as it resonates, of course, or at least just think about it and think of the concept. Maybe it's not the very specific, maybe you don't call them wish list and they don't call you legend, but it's something about that. Like this person is your wish list, so you call them, maybe in your heart or in your mind, you call them wish list, or that's how you see them. And they just think the world of you and they call you legend. You know, it's almost like country mouse and city mouse. I think that was Howard Hughes's nickname for, I don't know, but it's like these pet names. The first name that came up, I had no idea what it was. I thought wish list, what's wish list? But I heard it, wish list, wish list, wish list. And then when I got down to legend, then I heard it back. Legend, 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 legend. And then I put it together that it's just like this witty banter, playful banter back and forth between two people in love. So this is very romantic. You have very romantic stirrings within you. And if it's not romantic, it's love. It's this Knight of Cups. He really is overflowing with love, or like a desire for love, or just this loving energy. It's like his soul is hungering for it. Your soul is hungering for it. If you're a feminine, your soul is hungering for it. And you have an intuition about it too. You can feel it. There's a lot of downloads, my dear. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll just pick one. Another download I got today. All sides are scared. There's something going on. There's a situation going on very topically where I am getting predatory energies. I'm getting greed and competition and a predatory energies, just very predatory nature, just very, very competitive and greedy and, you know, very Five of Swords-y energy. And I don't know if you're in the middle of this or if it's going on around you or what your role in this whole, you know, situation is. But I want, or rather my sources want you to know, my dear, that all sides in it are scared. And they're all scared for different reasons. So even maybe there's an aggressive character, an aggressive personality, an aggressive energy in this. They're scared. They're scared of losing their power. If there's an underdog in the situation, they're scared because they're going on the skin of their teeth and they don't know when it's all going to change for them for the worse. If there's an organizer in this situation, they're scared because whether they're nefarious or for the greater good, they don't know when one of the things that they're organizing or one of the people that they're organizing is going to let them down in some way. Okay. Those were a few examples, but I just want you to know that everyone in this situation is scared. And it actually helped me rise above my own day, demarcating what are your energies and what are my energies, my love, because I was able to float above all of it. I was able to rise above my day and rise above your day and rise above all of our energies to really see the biggest picture here. And I'm trying to impart some of this value to you, and I'm trying to impart some of this wisdom to you so that, number one, you don't feel scared. I don't want you to feel scared. There's no reason for you to feel scared. I'm telling you so that when you know that everyone else is scared, it empowers you. So that you know you don't have to be, you know, they could look like the, you know, the facade, and then behind the facade is anger or ego and then behind that, and you go all the way back, and behind everything, who they are at the very, very core, very, very scared, very scared, very insecure, very insecure. And this energy is coming to you, or it is already with you, to communicate this so that you know. You might even know this very intuitively. You might know this deep, 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 deep down. Okay? They want you to know that everyone is scared, because my sources know that you're scared to start. You're scared to... What? Hold on. Mashed potatoes. My sources are telling me to tell you to start with baby steps. Mashed potatoes. They're showing me mashed potatoes on a big plate. So let's just pretend that we're having dinner and you have this big plate of food in front of you. And you go, Natalie, how am I possibly going to finish all the food that you're giving me? Well, my dear, just start with a little bit of mashed potatoes. Start at the little corner of the mashed potatoes. Take a little smidgen, little schmidgen. Just start with the mashed potatoes. Don't worry about the green beans. Don't worry about the Yorkshire pudding. Don't worry about the huge steak that's sizzling still. Don't worry about any of that. Just a little bit of mashed potatoes. You know, dip it in the butter. You know, some salt, some pepper. You know, some. just worry about a little bit of mashed potatoes. That's what they're telling me to tell you. That's all you have to take care of in front of you. Don't worry about jumping off of the precipice. Don't worry about, you know, this long, don't worry about crossing this river. That's what they're showing me. See how his is like, don't worry about that. They're saying all you have to do right now, my dears, a little bit of mashed potatoes, baby steps, baby, one little baby step at a time. That's it. That's all. That's all you have to do. That's all the cosmos is asking of you right now. Little baby steps. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you this or not, but they're telling me to tell you that it's baby steps because there could be a big, like lightning. There could be, it's almost like if they see you making baby steps, instead of just locking up, they'll be kinder to you, because this moment is coming. They're showing me like if you don't do it, the universe will do it for you, and it's going to be more traumatic if you if you let them do it for you, because when you don't let go of something and it gets snatched. Uh-oh, I'm sorry. Has that been so messed up? I'm sorry. When you don't, and it's not easy to let go of something and it gets snatched from you, it hurts, you know, as opposed to when you just let it go, surrender it. So they're saying mashed potatoes and little baby steps, okay? That's all you got to start with, little baby steps. And you could even surprise yourself at how ready you are after you just start with a couple little baby steps. How you just start walking faster and then running and then you jump. Before you even know it, you just look at him. Does he even realize what he's about to do? No, he might, maybe he started with little baby steps. Maybe he started with little baby steps. And then he just got so excited at the thought that he just went, you know, one little, all it takes is a little, like the Joker. Okay. Aha. I'm such a millennial. I didn't know. I saw all those comments. Aha, 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 aha. I didn't know. I said, what's so funny? It's the band of that song. La 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 la. I've had that song in my head. I mean, that's not unusual though. I don't think that. I mean, that's a great song. I don't think that's like a. But something came to mind because I heard aha about 4 different times today, in different contexts, from different people in different ways, in different, and I was listening to that song, and then it all kind of clicked. And this is for you, my dear. You're going to have an aha moment. It's going to be a big aha moment. You can look forward to that, okay? Let's see what other clues we have for you. The eclipses in July. Did you see that? It could be a Scorpio being very showman-y and showing up in their own. This is someone transforming. This is you transforming, okay? This, oh my God, it's just so glorious, my dears. Major transformation. When I say major transformation, I mean something will never be the same ever, ever, ever again. And thank goodness for that. Don't try to hold on. It'll make it worse. It'll make it very, very, very painful for you if you try to hold on, okay? You don't have to hold on to anything. All you need to do is one thing about the angel of death is that they're very impersonal, my dear. He doesn't care about what he's destroying, and he doesn't care about what will replace what's destroyed. The death card, the angel of death, the transformation, the catalyst for change is only here to do one job. It's to transform. It's to destroy. They corrected me. My sources corrected me. They said, no, don't do that. Destroy. So there we go. It's destroy, my dear. And it's not a scary thing. It's not something to be feared because you have, well, you have me, for one thing. Hold on. That's what it is. I felt all day today that you needed to talk, that you needed to confide in someone, that you needed to talk to me. I felt it all day. I felt it all day, and that's why I'm doing a very Queen of Cups thing right now and making this reading, this daily reading, into a conversation. And that very thing is going to transform. That very feeling is going to transform. So whether you haven't been able to relate to someone that you love, my darling, or whether you haven't been able to mend a relationship with someone you care for very deeply, or whether you're really, really wanting to ask someone out and you don't have any friends to talk to about it, that is what's meant to transform or be destroyed, excuse me. And that's what we start with baby steps, my love. We'll start with the baby steps, and then the universe will take it over from there. But it's always a good idea to show the universe a good faith gesture, right? It'll help you feel more comfortable. Wow. 3 major arcana cards and a knight. The Knight of Cups of all knights. They're telling me to tell you about the energy of choices. I don't know if you saw one of my older videos about how you take the choice away from someone and it's bad karma for you. When you take someone's choice away from them. Listen to me, my dear. You're stressing out about taking a leap of faith and approaching someone with your love, your genuine love. This is a very genuine and gooey and vulnerable and fragile part of you. And that's why you're feeling very, very fragile right now. I understand that. You feel very strongly about this. You feel very strongly that this person either makes you feel like the only woman on the planet, or they make you feel like you have found the woman of your dreams. And if you believe that by not approaching them, someone who you believe is a soulmate, that that's somehow better for you personally, they're telling me to tell you that that energetically is you taking the choice away from someone. So if you're afraid, this is someone who you feel is a soulmate. You have a spiritual connection to them. Spiritual connection, see? So if you feel this way, and you do, and you're afraid of being rejected, I understand that. We all understand that. But if you don't see, if you don't put yourself out there and approach them with your cup of love, sorry. If you don't approach them with your cup of love and just see, is this any better? I don't know. Does that look silly? Maybe that's, I don't know. Sorry. If you don't approach them with your cup of love and take the leap of faith, it's taking the choice away from them. It's taking away their opportunity to respond. And karmically, energetically, maybe you both, before you incarnated, decided that you were going to do this. So if you are putting the kibosh on it before you even talk to them, I'm feeling like this, because you have this card here, you have not approached this person yet. And I'm feeling the stress, and I'm feeling the anxiety, and I'm feeling the heart longing, like the yearning for, it's like you want to just be in the middle of the relationship and you don't want to court and start and speak, and it's like you just want to be in it already, like all the hard, awkward stuff out of the way. What hard, awkward stuff is there? There's something hard and there's something awkward. This is something unconventional where there's not, or it's not, that's why you haven't done it. There's something else. Let's get some clarification on that. But just to finish this thought, by you making the decision for them, that takes away their ability to decide. And when you take a choice away from someone, you then own that karma. And I don't think you want to do that, my dear. You have to give them the opportunity to say yes or no. That's the fair thing to do karmically and energetically. I wrote down energy of choices. That's the energy of choices. So you're bottling it all up right now. I believe that's what's going to be destroyed, that angst and that anxiety, a whole lot of other things too. I mean, July is just a lot of eclipses. But it's part of the energy of choices that do you hear that? It's storming where I am. I don't know about where you are. Are you thirsty? Let's toast. My Arnold Palmer isn't very good. It's from Trader Joe's. I like Trader Joe's, but I would prefer like a freshly made, you know, really fresh Arnold Palmer. You know. Oh, that's right. So we're asking for clarification on there's an inordinate amount of stress involved with this, and I am not able to tell if this is psychological or if there's a real concern here about coming in and talking to them and getting this whole show on the road is what they're telling me. Show on the road. You want to get the show on the road, but there's something about getting the show on the. Oh, why did it have to fall? Did you see that? It fell like a little fairy dancer. Hold on. Okay, you guys ready? I mean, are you ready? Of course you are. It's the world. Okay, so if you remember, just a few seconds ago, I asked about clarification on, what is this insurmountable obstacle between my dear approaching the one that they love with their cup, their sincere cup of love and cup of friendship and cup of deep, deep soul merging and, deep, gooey, romantic feelings. Well, my dear, what's standing in between you and being in the middle of this loving relationship is closing out a major cycle. There's a major, major cycle that's being closed out. Listen, my love, you have all of these major arcana cards for, look at this. And you went this whole day pinging me. Natalie, it's targeted. You were targeting me. I know it. I know. And, you summoned my Queen of Cups. You summoned the wife, the mother, the big sister, Queen of Cups, God Capricorn mother, Natalie. And here I am with all of my love and goodwill for you. So you have to listen to my messages until you feel better enough to go out and get some ice cream or go hang out with your friends or, whatever. And I'm telling you, my dear, you have a cycle to complete. It's okay. Baby steps, remember? Now, I could tell you baby steps and the universe might have a whole other agenda involved. But it's going to help you to just, in your mind and in your heart, just start with a little mashed potatoes. On that dinner plate, little mashed potatoes. So just a little bit of mashed potatoes, okay? A little bit of mashed potatoes, and before you know it, you have the world in front of you. The whole world. Okay. This major cycle that you are completing, my dear, and when I say major cycle, I don't mean 3 years, I don't mean 8 years, I don't even mean 10 years, I mean like 30 years. I mean a whole little lifetime of something is ending. And it's giving birth to a whole new life. For some of you, that'll be literal. And for some of you, it'll be figurative. But something does have to end. And something will end. The angel of death is due. And like I said, my love, it's not going to take away anything that's not meant to stay. What can be destroyed by the truth should be, says the angel of death. So I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I know. I'm going to refrain from telling you that you can do it, because that's for you to say to me. You need to tell me that you can do it, that you will do it, whatever this is, whatever, Your soul wants it. Your soul wants it very, very badly, more than anything else right now, my love. And in the month of July, has my hair always been like this entire video? The major cycle has to do with you and entering this relationship. It's at the point, my dear, where it's not even about this person. It's not even about this person. This is bigger than whoever this person is. It's not about them, my dear. It's about you. It's about you and your emotions and the cup that you have to offer someone else, and how you offer someone else your cup of love, and when and how and what it entails, and this obstacle, that this is your obstacle. This is showing up as what's between you right now and sending out this call for help. I heard the call and I'm answering the call for help. I know you're very, very fragile right now. I know, I feel it. I felt it all day, okay? Sweetheart, I know. On the other side, this is the other side. Break on through to the other side. Baby steps and mashed potatoes. That's where you start. You've been so lost in the fear and the chaos and the despair and the mental anguish and stressing. And I feel like you have been, instead of going through it and learning and earning the wisdom and being with yourself in it, you've been physical. You've been concentrating on 3D, like distractions. Like, it's not working. You know that it hasn't been working. You know it hasn't been working. And that's why my sources are asking you to do the baby steps, because you have to start on it. You have to start working at it, and you haven't been able to because you've been so beside yourself and just distracting with I think some of that is good for you. Let me just say that. So at the point where, I say, go for a walk, go for a hike, go into the wilderness and go into nature and go, pet some animals or something. That is healthy. That is a good, positive thing. So I don't want you to, I don't want the message to get convoluted. They're just saying that They want, that they're suggesting, that they're, you know, the wisdom coming through me to you is to start with little baby steps. Little baby steps. You don't have to pick up the phone and call them right now. You know, whatever this is, there's a major emotional cycle coming to a close. And it's something about how you relate or how you do something in relationships that is being destroyed. It could even be one or multiple relationships that have to be destroyed. A way of relating, a way of, you know, a form of relationship with someone that has to be destroyed. Maybe it's the financial abuse could apply to you here, where it was a normalcy before, a financially abusive normalcy that was keeping you in a relationship with someone else. Maybe not even financial abuse, but just something inauthentic that will be destroyed, or that has to come to an end. And it gives birth to the karmic rewards. That's just one example. Take that as it resonates, my love. Okay. I want to leave you with this. While I know you're feeling very fragile right now and you're feeling very vulnerable and like you can't connect with anyone in a real way or in a deep way or in an authentic way, and yet you're having such a hard time bridging that impasse and really connecting with someone in a meaningful way that really satisfies you. There is a way forward. And the way forward is with the little baby step mashed potato steps. And then the universe or your high priestess will help you along that way, will help you and be there, the wind beneath your wings, to help encourage you to the next little baby step, the next little baby step. You have this energy around you, just like your energy was with me today, my dear. My energy, let my energy be with you throughout your day, so that whenever you're feeling alone and scared and abandoned and, you know, fragile and vulnerable, that you can just think of me and you'll feel me, and you'll feel my wings around you. You'll feel my kimono brush against your skin, you know, something like that. You know, imagine me over in the corner with my stein. Okay, and you look over and in your mind's eye, you see me there, and I do this. I do this. And just think to yourself, well, Natalie has my back. Someone has my back, you know? And then you do the work to the next little baby step. I can't do the work for you. No one else can do the work for you. But we can really encourage you and we can support you and we can really root for you. I said that you have protection because of the Fool. You have protection because bright beginnings like this are sanctioned and supported and, you know, sponsored by the universe, by the universal energies. Your soul wants it, and the other universal energies want it for you. So if you don't see physical support and the people around you are not good quality people, or, you know, whatever this happens to be, there's this disconnect between you and something. Or maybe your relationships are undergoing a transformation and some are leveling up and some you are getting closer with, but maybe there's one crucial one that you don't have yet. That's the one that we're talking about, that you want to find yourself in the middle of and enjoying the rewards for. But the beginning is hard, the approach is hard, the you know, bridging this impasse is hard. So it's baby steps for sure, okay? I looked at the bottom of the deck. Another major arcana card. The entire universe is rooting you on, as am I. A change in perspective, enlightenment. Okay, my dear, you're due. It's your time. It's your time to shine and grow and be happy and enjoy love. You know what you helped me realize today? Thank you for asking about my day too. You helped me realize something today. I was driving home and I was, in my own separate day, very different energies, very different energies. And I was still getting your downloads and your calls for help and advice and connection. And I realized something. I knew that I was going to be the Queen of Cups today. I knew that I was going to be nurturing and loving and supportive. I knew all of that today. And I realized that when I do get married, if and when I do get married, that my husband won't make me feel better about anything. I'm going to make him and our family feel better about everything. It's going to be me. I'm going to be the one that's calming everybody down and, doing the pep talks and the encouragements and the cheerleading and, just the real genuine support. Exactly what I'm doing here for you, my love. As if you were my family. And it made me feel really good inside. It made me feel like everything really will be okay no matter what, because I'm it, because I'm the, like the lighthouse or the beacon or the, whatever that is, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups has the chalice that's covered. She's the only one that knows what's inside the chalice because she's inside the chalice. She's everywhere and everything. And she's psychic and she's intuitive and she's, the High Priestess is the highest echelon of the Queen of Cups. So this energy, it could be me showing up in your reading. That would be funny. This is what I said about, if you're out and you're feeling vulnerable and fragile and scared, just look around in the physical room that you're in and just imagine me there. Just imagine me in the corner somewhere. Imagine me wearing this because I love her outfit and I love her crown. It's very, very I love it. I love this moon crown. This is actually the full moon and 2 crescent moons. That's her crown, the subconscious. Imagine me there with you. And it summons a little piece of my energy signature so that I can be with you. Okay, we're already connecting here. If you're still here 53 minutes in, I hope you're not. I hope you've paused me and shut me off long ago to go out and take a deep breath of fresh air and, frolic in the forest or something, or go hang out with your friends and eat ice cream and, eat good food and laugh and just, practice some of this relating stuff for the big one, when you ask out that pretty girl or when you ask out that handsome boy or, whatever that happens to be. Okay, my dears, my dear, my love, my little light. This little light of mine. Look at these. That's what I meant to say, that because these are all major arcana, except for the Knight of Cups, that you have the complete blessings of the universe. Look at all that. It's time. It's time for this. It's a long time coming. You deserve a brand new start for yourself. You deserve all the good coming your way. You just have to start with baby steps. That's what they're trying to do. They want me to tell you the baby steps because Right now, you are so scared and stressed and anxious about it that you can't manifest it. That's not how you manifest, my dears. It's not. All you will do is create more of the same. All you will do is create more stress and create more of the same, more worry, more angst, more unfulfillment, lack of fulfillment, lack of getting anywhere. This is something that has been, the hanged man can also be a stagnant situation, like a suspended decision. So two things can be true at once. This is you hanging in suspension, just not really able to get yourself down, my dear. And you have to, and you will, and you can, and it will happen. Change is the only constant. So you need to stay, fluid and go with the flow and be the flow. Okay? What changes? What moves the hanged man? What gets him down? What unsuspends his suspended decision? It's a change in perspective. He's upside down. Maybe you should try hanging upside down off of your bed, off the side of your bed, or swinging, or from branches, something that really kind of loosens up your body. That's what I'm saying. It's not bad to be in your body. I just don't want you to be in your body too much where you think that you need to just to break out of your mind, and then you don't get anywhere. And when you get back in your mind, it's just stress and anxiety and scared. And what you need to just do is take a walk in the forest preserve, or take a walk down a beautiful city block, and baby steps in the heart, baby steps in the mind. And then very slowly or very quickly, you will have this shift in perspective. And that shift in perspective will lead to the next baby step, a little bit of more mashed potatoes. And before you know it, you're getting an appetite. Now you can eat some of the green beans. Now you can have a piece of bread. Now you can have a little bite of the steak. Now you can, and then before you know it, I don't know which one to pull up there. Before you know it, you have the whole world. You've eaten the whole dish, and you're satisfied, and you're full. You're full of love and good food and good family and friends and everything. It's everything. Okay? Baby steps and mashed potatoes. We'll pull one little divine feather card for you, my love. The Hanged Man. Shift in perspective. Looking at things a little differently. That's why he's upside down. He needs to look at things a little differently. And you might not be you're not used to it. This World card is a major life cycle. You're used to looking at things right side up. To you, it's right side up. You have to try looking at things a little differently, little baby steps, and be patient with yourself. Because you want it so bad. I felt it all day today. The fear and the sadness and the longing. Die Sehnsucht. Raven. The universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. Like aha. La 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 la, la 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 la. I'm sorry, I'm not a good singer. You know that already. Look, the universe is calling you to notice important synchronicities. See that? So look around you. Let the universe encourage you and scoot you along, my loves and my dears. Okay? Well, I hope you have enjoyed this Queen of Cups conversation with me. And I will see you tomorrow, okay? I'm sorry, I looked at the bottom of the Divine Feather deck. because I just can't help myself. And you have the cardinal. Stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. The cardinal and the raven. Look for cardinals and ravens. Look for them. Look for cardinals and ravens. Synchronicities. And stand tall and proud. See the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. The leader of your own life. The leadership unfolding ahead of you. Okay, my dears. My dear. Be well. Stay connected. We already are connected, so I'll feel you later. Feel me. And have a good night. I'll talk to you soon, okay? Good night.